Welcome to the Major League Minute Podcast. I'm Doc, and I'm here with GMP, and today we're talking all things MLV.
Nailed it.
Happy to be here.
So happy to be here, as always.
We're calling this episode 14, Week 7 recap and Week 8 preview. I guess we're about 50% of the way.
Almost there, yeah, almost halfway.
Which means what? How many games? How many matches?
That's a great thing to point out because from a player's perspective, it means a lot.
Oh, why don't you share?
So you're halfway, right? Mm-hmm. So you're like really tired. You're mentally drained. You know, a lot of these teams are, I don't want to say suffering, but we're experiencing injuries at this point. Illnesses with the change of weather. For those of you who aren't in Nebraska, last week at this time we were golfing outside, and then 2 days later it was a complete blizzard, snow blowing sideways. So injuries, sickness, the mental load, the emotional toll.
But if you flip the coin, you hear the players and the coaches talking about our depth. Is this where the depth really comes into play in terms of personnel down the stretch here?
Yeah, and that's another thing to point out, because if you're a starter all season long, and which we're seeing, we're going 5 sets, everyone's going 5 sets. You're so tired probably right now. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, however you want to look at it, like you mentioned the depth, this is a time when that depth really is utilized, and it can sometimes, I'm not saying always, but it causes confusion with roles. So team chemistry has the potential to change and
dynamic.
get a little
catty.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about catty, but just like ruffled up.
Okay.
And so as a starter all season long, like this is where you really got to grind. You got to somehow re-energize yourself and refocus if you want to keep that starting role, which credit to a lot of players, they find a way to do that.
Right.
But there are times when, whether it's injury or just exhaustion or whatever the case may be, this is when bench players or, the depth really can step in and take a different role. And so
to me, it's a win-win situation, because what you got is perhaps some backup players that have gotten some game time reps, but then you guys go to practice and you got your best on best. I mean, so the whole level of play, I think, would elevate as we get into the second half of the season. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that. I think everyone comes together in the end, unless you truly have a season-ending injury,
right.
Which we have seen in the past. But yeah, in the end is when you hope that everybody is moving and grooving and thriving. So
you definitely hope, because living on a prayer, take my hand, I'm halfway there. We're halfway there, living on a prayer for the second half of the season.
That should be the title of this week's episode, Living on a Prayer.
Should we sing it again? No, we're good.
No.
Hey, we're on a time crunch here, but we got the volley. I'm thinking we're at 38 teams. I think a good goal would be 50 plus.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go. Come 50 on, plus. Guys. So yeah, show up. If you haven't logged in, signed on to the Volley app and joined our fantasy league at
playvolley.com/MLM.
Join us in the Major League Minute Fantasy League. Yes, because what's happening right now is GMP is climbing the ladder.
I mean,
I don't think you're going to catch them.
Very slowly. Every week it's like one position up.
It's better than me. So, I'm staying the same. I'm just holding.
But yet again, Carrie, my mother-in-law, beats me. She's got something figured out. I don't know what it is, but every week she beats me.
Well, I thought I seen in here somewhere you have a cheat code.
I finally read the rules.
That helps. Read the directions.
I finally took some time and read the scoring section. I don't really know if I want to disclose what my new strategy will be.
Who informed you of that? The Tallahassee Turtles and the Go Bills? Because they're still 1-2 and they've been locked into those positions. They disclose something to you that we don't know about?
Fortunately, no, they did not disclose anything. I still don't even know if they're local. I would love to see where they're at, but it's like there's a section.
So are you disclosing it to us?
Well, so I can tell it's public. You can go to, there's like a person icon in the top right, and then there's a help section. And in that help section is where it describes all the scoring.
Oh, we don't ask for help.
Well, I did.
Okay, good
I
job.
did because I want to beat Tallahassee Turtles and
Good
go
luck.
Bills.
Good luck.
And every week I'm like, man, I really thought that I picked a great team. So also I'm like, is it my fault or is it the player's fault that I'm not?
Well, let's just disclose this. Are you picking a new team every week? Or are you riding with some
I
people
have
for 2
made
weeks,
that
3 weeks?
very clear that I pick a new team every week.
Is that part of the?
That's just my strategy. And because I think it's more fun. Everybody is very talented this year.
Right.
So I'd like to try out new positions, new players. But anyway, so I looked at the scoring details and I saw, I'll say just this.
Okay.
Blocking is the biggest scoring skill. So I'm not going to disclose everything else because I want to keep some strategy to myself. But moving forward, I will definitely be considering who are the best blockers because
Okay.
that's probably how I can jack up my score real high.
So a block and a kill are not apples to apples in
No.
terms of value.
No, a
Okay.
block is double what a kill is.
Ooh.
Also, did not realize you
Carry
can
on.
lose points. Players can get negative points. I didn't
From?
realize that. Like a hitting error, for
Okay.
example, a serving error. They
Makes
can get
sense.
minus points. I did not know that. I mean, we are going into week 8. I probably should have read these rules in week 1, but
Hey.
I've been having so much fun with it regardless.
Same. So if you haven't signed up for our fantasy league, please do. You'll thoroughly enjoy it. We want to get over this 50 and then plus mark and see how many players we can get in the league. So please join us. And then top scores from the week as it relates to the fantasy league. Did you have any? We have the top 3. Did you have any of them? I did not.
I did not this week. No. Unfortunately, man, what am I thinking?
That's on you because in first place, I mean, she's been locked in there.
She has, this first place has been in the top 3 before, but the other second and third are new names.
Right. So disclose who the top scorers were.
In third place, we have Kaylee Cox from Dallas. She played opposite this week. We'll get into that. Then second place was Sarah Wilhite Parsons from Omaha. And then we have PBR, aka Paige Briggs Romine. And she finished this week with 98.3. Just to put in perspective, Sarah was second at 87.6. So I feel like Paige is like, I could be wrong. I think Paige is the only person that I've seen score this high before.
Okay.
A few weeks ago, I think Paige scored like over 100 points.
Okay.
So Paige is killing it.
So to debunk your earlier point about a middle blocker and the value of a block, on the top 3 scores, we have no middle blockers. So are you like misleading us intentionally or what are you?
That would be genius on my part, but unfortunately, I have to admit that I was not doing that on purpose.
Okay. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
That is a good point. A middle, typically they block well, but you're not going to see them, maybe get as many digs because I didn't want to say this, but digs are the second highest thing.
Okay. Why don't you just go down the line?
No.
Okay. We'll save that for another day.
Okay, fine. I will.
Okay.
Blocking is the highest.
Okay.
If my phone's not in front of me, but then digging.
Okay. 2.
And then service aces and kills are the same.
Okay. Is that it?
Yes, I think that's it. But you also get blocking is broken down into 3 different categories. It's like a stuff block, a touch block, and a continuous block.
Oh, wow. This is dynamic.
Yeah, it's very detailed. That's why we were saying how it's different than just a regular
the MLB
stat
scoring
sheet.
system.
Yes, this is a lot more thorough. Just to make like the points.
Yeah. So if you haven't joined the league, join the league. It's a lot of fun, actually. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So
yeah, I'm like watching it. I'm like scrolling, updating it live during these matches. Like, oh, where am I at? Where am I at?
Same. A couple announcements in the MLB. Let's talk about the All-Star game is going to be played in Orlando. Is that coming up? I didn't even see the date on it.
It is coming up, but let's talk about this. I don't like, personal opinion, I don't like how the All-Star game is in the middle of the season. I don't think that's wise. I think that it should be postseason.
Well, I think it's intentionally in the middle part of the season to give it kind of like a break. Well, in other leagues, it's the All-Star break. Do they get any break with this one?
It's not. Why is it a break if all these players, these all-stars who have been playing since day one, that's no break.
For the rest of the team.
Okay.
I didn't look at the schedule.
That's no break for the starters. Everyone in the all-star team they're most likely going to be starters,
Yeah, but
right?
how about the rest of the team is on an all-star break? Do we need to look at the schedule?
You're not. I feel like you're not following me.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
A break would be most needed, right? For someone who's been playing day one in all these 5 setters.
Okay.
But you're saying, but then everyone else gets a break, which is true. And that is great. But this is what I'm talking about. Like the middle of the season is troublesome because, for example, you get injured when you're tired most of the time. I can't put a percentage on that, but I would say 75% of the time when you get injured, it's because you're weak or you're tired in some area of your body. You're going to tell me you're going to send all of our top players to an all-star game in the middle of season where they are going to get further tired for, I don't want to say no reason because the all-star is important, but then they're going to
league where they're doing an all-star game after the championship match. It's just not the way
I don't know. How does baseball work? Isn't baseball?
It's an all-star break. It's in the middle of the season. It separates the first half and the second half of the season intentionally.
Well, listen.
What would you do?
I am pushing for the safety of the players. That's my biggest concern. Like this is again, it's not unnecessary. I do see the importance of it and I see like the excitement and just like the community aspect of like gathering and supporting everybody on the same team.
Okay, so then let's just change this and create our own.
But
all the all-stars, you vote in your all-star team and they all get to go to an all-inclusive resort in Cancun, Mexico. Massages, top 5-star resort and get a break.
What?
Do you want to do that way or do we want them to compete against each other?
No.
The best of the best.
Oh my goodness. I'm going
to the best of the best.
I am saying that the all-star game is important. I see the importance and I see the excitement around it and I'm in support of it.
Yes.
Just not the timing.
Give me your personal preference. What would you do if you were making the call?
I don't know.
It doesn't make sense any other way.
That's why I say after the season.
Nobody gives a rip by then. The season's over. The championship's
would you say the players give a rip during the all-star game? They don't. I don't want to speak for them, but I would assume they don't care who wins and loses. They're just there to be an all-star. So why does the timing matter?
I think it's more on the break side of it, but we can move on.
No, I love it.
You want to wrestle over it?
I'll use my broken pinky too.
You're speaking from the player's perspective. I'm speaking from the fan's perspective. We want to see the best play the best while they're at their best.
Are they at their best though? They could be. They could be. They could not.
You're talking about, it's a long season.
I know.
They might not be at their best towards the end of the season. And then you got only 4 teams. What are you going? These other all-stars aren't going to be playing.
Hold on, I never said they're going to be not at their best at the end. I said that's everybody usually rallies and gets moving and grooving in the end.
Okay. Do you want to bring this up at a later date?
No, that's okay. We can. I like your perspective. I'm just saying,
it's a player versus fan perspective.
For me as a former player, I would be a little bit, yes, I would be excited that I'm an all-star. It's a great experience, lots of recognition and like support and all of that. But I'd be like, oh man, like it's another thing I got to go do. And it doesn't necessarily count towards my season. It doesn't help my team out.
It is in Orlando though. So, I mean, that counts for something.
That sunshine definitely will be a break for some of them.
So can we disclose our picks? Because the voting is live.
Yes, let's do it.
How do you vote?
There's a link that you can find on the MLV page.
Anybody and everybody can vote, and the fans determine who's going to be on the All-Star team. Is that correct?
So I actually, when I went to submit my vote, I stopped because I was like, this doesn't specify that the voting is who gets selected. So then I was like, I'm not going to vote just to vote. So anyway, I waited. But then in one of the recent matches, in the commentary, there was a screen that popped up and it actually said that the voting does choose, like the fans do get to choose
Okay.
who's in the All-Star match.
There's not some higher up committee that ultimately is going to make the decision.
Right. That's what I was hesitant on. I was like, the MLB is going to decide. Voting doesn't matter. But in this recent game, I forget which one it was, it did say that the fans get to choose. So
I think that's cool.
I think so too.
Right.
I think that's really cool. So anyway, who'd you pick?
You first.
Okay. Well, I'm still up in the air on my outsides. I will say that I am locking in because you get to vote 2 players per position.
Because they're going to be playing opposite each other.
So I have locked in Raina Terry.
Okay. As your first opposite, who's your second?
No, she's an outside.
Or
She's considered an outside, yeah. I just think that I guess I probably shouldn't go through every single player with details, but no. Raina Terry, well deserved. My second outside, I'm still unsure.
Okay.
I have really gone back and forth between a couple different players.
What's gonna make that help you make that decision?
I don't know. It might just be
because
like
you only probably got
moment.
about a week. I need to see when the match is.
I know it's coming up. It's in March. I know that. And the voting is like it's ending soon too. But I don't know. It's just gonna probably be a spur of the moment, like whatever skill I think is most important at the moment. Maybe that's what I'll go with.
It's not going to be the highest scorer, the one that has the best stats. It's going to be the one that maybe is at the best at their position at the time. I
really love consistency. That is something that I look for in a player. So it's probably going to be who's the most consistent.
Okay.
For me.
Middles, go.
Middles, I'm going with Reagan Pittman Nelson and Blake Muller.
Interesting.
For my opposites, I have chosen Azani Teeler and Brittany Abercrombie.
Even though Brittany hasn't been playing?
No, I believe me, I tossed and turned over that because she's been injured. So she's been out for like
weeks,
5 or 6 matches by now. So I thought that was a little bit unfair, but I know that she is now playing. Like she may not have been playing, but she's suited up and she's moving around. So I know she's around the corner as far as like stepping back to the court. And I just still at the end of the day, I think she's one of the best ones out there.
Okay.
And then for my...
But I mean, she may not play.
For the All-Star?
Yeah, probably not.
If I were her, I would be like, thank you so much. I love my fans. Mm-hmm. I thank you for the support, but I'm just respectfully choosing to stay out of this one. That's how I would do it.
Okay.
If, my body's on the line. For liberos, I am going with, what'd you call her last week? Shara?
Yeah, what is it?
Shara.
Shara. You got to roll your R.
I mean, I tried. I can't do it. And then White Sox black shoes.
Teodora Pusick. Are you going with an all international libero for the All-Star game? International?
Would you say? I guess you could say Shada is international.
She is, isn't she?
But it's U.S. territory. Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory. Okay. But yes, I'm going with Teodora Pusick. Is that how you say it?
Mm-hmm.
Just think that they're also, that was a tough one because we got a lot of great liberos out there. Right. And then for me, the setting position was maybe my quickest picks. And that is Natalia Valentin and Mia Tuaninga.
Okay. Same with me. I went with Mia and Nati in the setter position, but I'm surprised, and maybe you might have another week to figure it out, but I'm going with Lightning Maldonado Diaz for the outside.
What are you looking at me for?
It kind of shocked me that, she's actually dominating on the outside.
She, as far as scoring, impeccable right now. Unstoppable, putting up some crazy numbers. Right. As far as consistency.
Should I pencil her in your spot right now for your outside? Want me to pencil her in there?
Nah, that's okay. I'll take some time. For consistency, I don't know if she would be my overall pick though.
Oh, because that's the highest priority for you is consistency?
Yes, I love consistency.
Raina Terry's been consistent. I'll give you that one. And I'm going with Brooke Boom Nunaviller, taking a lot of hacks on the outside. Downtown Cass Brown out of the middle, really coming alive after she was out a few matches. I love her athleticism. I love her presence at the net.
Me too.
I like when she runs that slide.
Mm-hmm.
with some power. Lydia Martin's coming on strong again. She started fast, kind of hit a lull. Now she's picking up
Yeah, did
speed
she
and
hit a
steam
low
again.
though because she got injured or
Perhaps.
something was bothering her?
Anyway, she's back.
She's back.
Yeah.
She's doing good.
And she's my other middle. I got Azani, the dealer, Teeler, and then I'm going with Brittany again on the opposite.
Okay.
Elena Scott.
Yeah.
Surprised she didn't make here. And then I'm going to rock with Morgan Hentz. We'll see where that lands. I got some comments about, was it the Morgan Hentz effect or not?
Yeah.
That was in place. And
what were those?
they shot him out after this, after that loss. Like, it must have not been the Morgan Hentz effect.
Yeah, and that's no discredit to Morgan, right?
Not at all. But I mean, we were wondering,
player,
was she
is this the spark that the team needed?
The missing link.
But they lost, but it was competitive.
Was it a sweep?
I think it.
We'll look into later.
Yeah, I was like, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was competitive.
So I got my picks locked in, and I'm rocking with them in the All-Star voting.
Awesome.
Again, they announced the Final Fours in Dallas.
Yeah. So that's good for them and their community. It's a new a new team this season. So I think it's just a way to gain some fans and some community support. And from the TV, it looks like it's a great venue.
It does. It's in a great growing part of the community.
Oh yeah,
as
you
well,
lived in
Frisco.
Dallas.
Yep, it's on the outskirts of Dallas and Frisco, Texas. There was a lot to do there. Hopefully,
they do a good job marketing and promoting it.
It's tougher in those bigger markets when there's a lot of stuff going on, especially as you get into May. There's going to be some competing things going on. But I mean, I'm looking forward to the Final Four in Dallas. We'll see if we're able to get down there. Are we? Will we be recording live from the Final Four?
That would be so cool. Who's paying for it? Any sponsors out there? Yeah. That would be cool. Something to consider. We could ask our families.
And then maybe one of these days we'll be able to host it here. Seems like a great.
Yeah. So I mean, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure it's like a voting type of scenario where the franchises and some others get to strongly propose a franchise to host.
Right.
And so again, don't quote me on that, but I think that's how it works. And so it looks like Dallas was the overall pick.
I like the idea of, whoever won last year, winner gets to host. I mean, there's some extra value into that. And
I agree. I think it should be something that simple. Other sports do it like that, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the two leagues, when they played together, whoever won the All-Star game.
Yes. Something to
that
consider.
Would be tough because.
Well, there's not two different leagues in the MLB. There's two different leagues when they play together.
Gotcha.
Okay, and then last week we talked about the concussion collar, or what it's called, the Q collar.
Yeah,
we got some comments on YouTube. It's actually a device that helps kind of compress the jugular vein to help keep more fluid in the brain, so that if there is impact, it provides more cushion. So interesting that.
So it's got to be nice and snug on there, then,
that's
right?
What it sounds like. It sounds like it's compressing the carotid or the jugular veins to keep more fluid up there. So. You really don't notice it irritating a player. I've never seen a player take it off.
Me either. I've never seen it like fly off or like swivel around.
Nothing.
It's very secure on there, so it's got to be nice and snug.
So you're welcome for coming back with that.
I am really hoping. We've talked about Lydia Martin now, and I'm really hoping that we can get her on the pod this season and just talk with her, and that's something we can ask her.
I would really love to have her on here. She's been destroying balls out of the middle.
She's been good.
I'm loving it.
She's been on it.
Okay, then we also need to talk about the loyalty over royalty down the stretch. Do we know the rules, or we don't know the rules for making trades and acquisitions? Can you make them all the way up until the Final Four? How does this work?
Okay, that's my bad because I didn't this week learn specifics, but it's just, I think I've said it before. The deadline for players is a little bit earlier than season one. That's season one. We were able to get Stephanie Samity and this down the stretch.
Right.
Now it's a little bit earlier. So there's, it's a little bit more difficult to bring in these royalties
later
on, but I'm sorry, I did not get specifics. I'll do that this week.
Yeah, that'd be great. I reached out to the MLV and still have yet to hear back. So,
you mean they didn't?
but a lot of people want to know. I mean, we had some comments on our YouTube page or our YouTube channel about, what is it? Dance with the one who brought you all the way to home.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of, I would say the majority of people, it sounds like they would rather see the day oneers like fulfill all the way to the end.
Right. And while we're talking about comments, I do want to talk about a comment that we got on Instagram where the comment was, we all know Gina always has the tea. We all know that you always have the tea, the TEA. I thought they were talking about the tea in your cup.
Mm.
Is there tea in your cup, number one?
Let me answer it with another question.
Okay, go ahead.
Is it better to know everything, but no one knows you do?
Okay.
Or is it better to know absolutely nothing, but everyone thinks you do? Is that 6, 7?
No, that's 5 and that's 6 and 1, half dozen in the other. That's what that is. 6 and 1, half dozen in the other. It's equal to me. What's your, because you got asked this question, right? Or did you ask yourself?
I asked it in the family chat this week.
Okay.
After seeing that comment.
The comment that Gina always has the tea?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I proposed this question to the family chat.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to follow my mother-in-law's advice. And that's, don't tell him anything.
Just let
don't
him guess.
tell him let him guess.
You'll never know.
They both have their pros and cons. I will say that.
But it is, I think I would prefer being in the know. But then for me, it's hard for me to know it and not to let the cat out of the bag.
See, this is not revealing. I'm not admitting
one or
the other, but trust is a really big value to me.
Mm-hmm.
I love earning people's trust, and how I do that is when there is a private or a confidential or a sensitive piece of information that has been shared with me, I really value that, and therefore I protect it at all costs. And that's, again, I'm not saying I'm one or the other, but it's even to, for example, if someone tells me that, oh, I'm pregnant, mm-hmm. I won't tell anybody because that's their information to share. It's like, right. It's like not just like business things. It's right. like life things too. I just right. really value trust. And so it's important to me.
So do you always have the tea? We'll have to wait and see.
We'll find out.
We will find out sooner or later.
Or will you?
I respect.
Because I just said,
maybe
I love keeping information private.
Maybe not.
We'll see.
You talked about setting over the net. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh my goodness. It's crazy. It's crazy
irritation
to me.
Or
I would say it is an irritation. I am not saying that it's bad.
What are you saying? What are you talking about?
Let me explain. The way I grew up and the style of volleyball was different than what it is now. There's two specific things I have in mind. The slam tip, when we chuck it down, that immediately would be a whistle blown, illegal, other team's point. Let's get on to the next one. In my day, never once ever trained it. Right. I've never, and I'm talking, I played USA, I've played University of Nebraska, great club coaches. Never in my life have I been trained that because it was frowned upon, illegal, never successful.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Now we see it every single match. And I don't know how I feel about it because it is almost 100% successful. It's almost impossible to defend. You have to get lucky if they just happen to slam dunk it on you and you get it up. Otherwise, it's indefendable.
What is it? Are you talking about now? Right now? It's
right now when people, it's like the throw
What
tip.
Is the rule It has to be out in front of you.
Yeah.
Can't be
In a-
behind you, but
correct.
really it's a 50-50 call anytime you.
It's subjective to
Right.
the referee, I feel like.
But extremely effective.
Extremely effective. So on one side, I'm like, why wouldn't we train it? And why wouldn't we utilize that? But on the other side, I'm like, that is so tough for me because it's, like I said, it's almost undefendable.
It's a chuck ball. We'll just call it what it is. It's a chuck ball.
It is a chuck ball. So then now on the second thing is this setting over the net. Like I'm talking, a bump set and then someone sets it.
Oh, that's annoying.
Oh my goodness.
It does have to be clean though.
Yes, it has to be clean. It can't double. In my day, I think if I just have certain coaches in mind in my career, if I would have done that, I would have been subbed out because to them or how I've been raised, how I've been coached is that's a weak mindset. Like, why would you not get up and try and rip it? Like you're an outside, that's your job. You have to make mess into success. Right. And so I would have been subbed out. Like it just wouldn't have been like a starting role skill to have.
Right.
And now
you're not talking about the second contact by the setter. You're talking about third
contact, setting over the net.
Yeah.
Now you see it every single match.
You do.
Every single match more than once.
I've even seen it like set into the block intentionally.
And I have heard that USA is training that. And I was just like, unbelievable. That's so crazy to me. I will say it's successful, but maybe only 50% of the time. I wouldn't say that it's always like the slam dunk throw chuck ball.
That's closer to 75.
That's like 99% effect. The setting over the net, it's more like you're going to get lucky, I think, if you score on it. If you're actually strategic and you're not just like fluffing it over the net. But again, I'm just like, man, I think of all my coaches and I would have been like ripped a new one.
I'm from the philosophy of, but maybe that's old school.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can get a swing on it, if you like it, get a swing. Whether, you got to get a swing on it.
Yeah. And
rather
maybe
than putting over a cupcake.
And maybe that's all this conversation is just like old school versus new school. I don't know. But it's just like the slam dunk, that drives me insane. Right. I get furious, like 0 to 100 real quick. But the setting
even
over
in practice, I heard, even in practice, you used to get ticked at that.
Oh, yeah, I won't even go there. But the setting over the net, I can relax a little bit because sometimes I can understand it's strategic. Like, kind of goes back to our serving conversation last year or last week of let's just underhand it, right?
Get it in.
So I'm like, okay, if you want to set it because you're not going to get your feet there and you're not going to be able to hit it successfully over the net, okay. But then I'm also like, that's your job. Right. I don't know. Very torn. But I want to say shout out to Lola Arslanbekova.
Bless you.
If I have any diehard volleyball fans out there, hopefully you know who that is, but she was really kind of like the first foreign volleyball player that I can in my day, I'll say, and she played at Louisville.
Okay, she brought the international set over or chuck down?
The set over. And I'm not going to lie, Lola, I used to make fun of you when you did it. Mm-hmm. We were teammates together our rookie seasons in Puerto Rico, and she would set the ball over quite often. And I would be like, dude, come on. What are you doing?
So if you're in a dire strait and you absolutely have to set the ball over, where are you going with it?
What? You have to read the court. Like, you have to see what you're working with. If I am thinking of, if I can't see visually, I have to go off what is common. So what I would have to assume that the libero's in 5, that the setter's in 1, the middle back's in 6. Gosh, I can't speak today.
Fine.
Then I would for sure at all costs avoid area 5, zone 5.
Not to the row.
I don't know why there are professional women's volleyball players who send free balls to zone 5. It's a pet peeve of mine. If that's like such a thing, I'm like, literally anyone else. you don't give a free ball to the libero.
No.
Risk it with anyone else on the team.
Mm-hmm.
So I would probably send it deep to zone 1. Sometimes like in between 2 and 3 sets or zones 2 and 3, because that's going to, especially if the setter is back row,
Right.
because that's going to cause confusion between 3 different players, the opposite, the setter, and the middle of who's
Right.
going to get that. Could be even 4 if the libero is really aggressive and tries to go in there. I have been on teams where the libero, my husband is a witness of this. I had a libero. It did not matter where the free ball was sent, that libero would get the ball.
And is that
in every single scenario? No, it's not helpful.
Right.
It's not helpful at all because it causes confusion. She could be running all the way on the 10-foot line between zone 1 and 2 just because what? Pride? I don't know. Just like she put that role, like she took that role very seriously, but it's not helpful.
Right.
You're not going to get from zone 5 to zone 2 and 1 and get a perfect pass.
It's not a realistic expectation for somebody to cover that much
I
court.
think I really got off on a tangent there.
No,
Where
but
was I?
We were talking about this setting over the net, and if you did have to, you're saying
Oh,
get a swing on it.
I
Here's
would-
the bottom line: get a swing on it if at all possible.
yeah.
Secondly, if I absolutely my back's against the wall and I have to set it over, where am I going with it?
Deep zone 1, short between 2 and 3. And here's one that I think is really successful if you are reading the court.
Okay.
A lot of times the outside in zone 4 might be stuck in the middle. If you send it short to zone 4 on that sideline area, deadly.
That's a spot, huh?
However, you have to be careful when you go short, because if you show too soon that you're going to set it, the front row has the opportunity to get ready to attack it.
Right.
So I've seen it before that if you show it too early and you fluff it short over the net, that middle blocker that
just nukes it.
Yeah, just nukes it. They say thank you. So that's volleyball for you. There's a lot to think about. It's all about visual. You got to be able to see the court and read it.
And the communication in terms of your teammates, go here, go there. Are they talking the whole time on a free ball? Can't get a swing on it. Do this, do that. I mean, it would make sense to me to go to the setter, but
I would say that it's actually kind of rare for your teammates to be talking in those scenarios, because typically they're kind of out of system or sometimes even chaotic. If you're diving on the floor just trying to get a free ball over the net, no one's going to be yelling 1-1-1. Yeah. They're just gonna be like, come on, you got it. It's like, go. That's basically that communication. I would say there's a lot more communication when it's a perfect scenario and you get set and you have 2 blockers or 1 blockers. That's when your teammates are really going to be talking to you the most.
Got it. Just for the fun of it, can you say the shout out to Lola
Arslanbekova?
Thank you.
She is I'm pretty sure she's from Kazakhstan.
Wow.
She married an American though, and she lives in Kentucky still. Yeah.
Hey, week 7 recap. Let's get into Thursday's match, Columbus at Atlanta.
Okay. I won this.
Gotcha. Got him.
No, I lost this match.
Got him. I was hoping I was going to win this one too as I was watching it. What's this? The vibe got him in 4.
What's funny is I picked Columbus I was like, one of these days they're going to get it. They're right there. And they did this week, but not this match. We'll talk about the other match. I picked Columbus. You picked Atlanta. So you won. Atlanta won in 4.
What's the 3-headed serpent that the Real Pro Volleyball memes?
I love this.
They are doing a good job. We still need to meet them.
We do. I'm going to write a note to check in with them. We have a match this Thursday, but they had like the 3-headed serpent, and the one on the left was like angry face and like very serious, and the one on the right was like a cartoon, like with their tongue sticking out, like really goofy, and the one in the middle was like looking at the goofy one like confused. And it said vibes set 1 and 3 and 4, and then it said vibes set 2 or whatever it was. So it's like, because Atlanta,
what's the idea?
Okay, because
like a Jekyll and Hyde type of thing, or
because Atlanta was like all business, those sets, but then the one set just Columbus killed them.
Got
Like
it.
they really couldn't do much. So I thought it was really fitting. They are very creative.
They
and
are. You
geniusly
give them
creative.
that. I like the one. Did you see the one with the guys on the train and the fantasy league cheering
Yes.
on one end?
Yes, I
If
did
you
see
haven't,
that
what is
one.
it? Real Pro Volleyball Memes. Check them out. Follow them
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Real Pro VB memes.
Yeah.
Technically is their handle. So yeah.
They do a good job, actually. It's really creative and real funny, and it's actually relevant to the match.
That's
dialed
good.
in.
They are dialed. So overall, I was a little bummed to see Columbus been beaten so easily in this one. I thought they would have put up a better fight, but overall, their numbers were surprisingly even.
Yeah.
Just the only biggest difference that I saw was just the hitting percentage. And really, that was it.
I mean, Columbus, the libero's at Turkey now. She left. Who's the new libero in? Was she on the bench and now she's starting, or did they hire a new bro?
No, I think she was already a part of the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raina Terry had 18 points, led Columbus.
Yeah, sorry, I totally lost my train of thought there.
That's okay. I was talking about the libero.
That's right. Yeah, her name.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce it?
I don't know.
I don't want to reveal too much, but it is Hiapo?
Yeah.
Hiapo. I'm terrible
Do you
with
want to
name
talk about that
pronunciation.
at all in terms of leaving in the middle of the season and going to? Did she go to a better league or just
We talked about this last week, Doc.
Or do you have some tea on it? I guess is what I'm asking.
We talked about this last week.
Where did we land?
She went to Vakifbank in Turkey.
This is the first time in the last 3 years I've seen somebody leave mid-season.
Yeah,
to go play somewhere else.
Okay, and I will admit I don't have the tea on this one. I don't know.
Now, are you telling the truth? You can't handle the truth.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say to that. I don't know with her. I don't know why.
Have you seen it happen before? I haven't seen it in the MLV. Maybe it happened.
I haven't. That's what I'm saying. Like,
because we've had
she
people
had to
come
breaking.
Broke?
I cannot speak today, you guys. I don't know what's wrong. She had to have broken her contract. So that's why I said Vakifbank had to have probably pay a lump sum. They probably had to pay a fee to Columbus for her, because I've seen it the other way where a team will let someone go and then that person goes and plays for a different team. But I've never seen it. Well, I shouldn't say never, but in this case, she chose to leave and take a different opportunity.
Right.
Therefore, like how all contracts work, she had to have probably had to pay a fee from it.
And maybe the grass was greener on the other side.
I mean, for her, I would say that was a career decision.
Okay.
That elevated her career. Vakifbank is one of the best in the world.
Are you cussing on?
That word I know how to say.
Okay.
Don't ask me to say Giovanna's last name or whatever.
It was good to see Phoebe play for the Vibe.
Stuffer.
Stat sheet stuffer.
Yes.
For
Phoebe.
Vakifbank.
I was glad to see Phoebe in the lineup. Actually, Taylor Smith led the Vibe this match with 14 points, 13 kills, 9 digs. This was the first time we've seen her start.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
She did great.
I think so too.
That's a lot of depth that Atlanta has then, because they have Leah and then Pia Timmer's been playing all year. And now Taylor Smith, formerly known as Taylor Head, she came in. She did great. She did great in the next match that they played too.
I'm happy for them. They're kind of look out for them down the stretch.
I don't know.
We'll see. India, Dallas.
I don't know why. And I just don't feel it with Atlanta this year.
Well, you're getting ready to find out because they're coming to Omaha on Thursday.
I know.
Last time they were here, they beat us. They beat the Supernovas.
And I will say Atlanta always does well against the Omaha Supernovas. They always do. And I don't know why, but
I mean, it's the whole Supernovas. Is there a home curse or?
Stay tuned, I guess. Maybe Thursday's night match will be the deciding factor.
So I see two negatives. I see the Vibe coming to Omaha where they typically play well, and I see Omaha playing in Omaha where this year they've had some struggles winning at home. So
I know.
We'll see if they're able to overcome it.
Hope so.
We'll talk about that in a bit. But Indy at Dallas, we both picked Indy.
Yep, and Indy swept, but
So
it
this
was
was
a
a battle
little
that-
bit competitive. Yeah.
Okay. A competitive
Two of
sweep?
the sets were by 2 points.
Okay.
But it just stinks how they lost those 2 sets. So Dallas loses set 2 from an ace serve that trickled off the net. Nobody even
that.
touched it.
You trained that, right?
Oh,
a
you
trickle
train
off
it-
who?
so
A trickle off who? A net?
oh my gosh. Yeah, a net came to this match.
A net.
Yeah, so Indy, you train that serve, but if it's 24-23, that's a pretty tough time.
It's a fine line.
That's a gamble right there if you
Right.
want to do it. I think it's safe to say that server did that unintentionally, but it worked. The ball trickled over the net and wasn't even touched, just straight up ace. And then the third set was lost by Dallas from an overpass.
Happy birthday?
Yes, it was totally
Lydia?
a happy. Lydia,
It was.
Lydia killed it
She
for the
had
end.
a great
yeah.
match, and she finished the match with that happy birthday.
Yeah. So it was a tough battle and an even tougher way to lose because man, you're just like you're right there and the energy and the momentum's flowing and then you just totally get deflated by those things.
It was a great battle. I mean, the top 2 teams in the league went at it in Dallas. Indy, no Teeler, no problem.
Yeah. Cameron Hannah came in and she did great. I think she does even better in the next match, but she came in and she was a strong force there.
As was Lydia Martin.
Yep.
Really good connection with Mia. I feel like Mia feels comfortable going to her from any angle.
Their little dances are just, I love them. I am here
Who's
for them.
they? Other than Mia's dancing,
No,
who
Mia's
else?
like,
Hey,
she's getting other people to participate.
Because you either got it or you don't. You can't.
I know. I can't think
Maybe
of, I can't
Lecator?
pick who. I know that there was other people in their little like leg shimmying, but yeah, she's recruiting some of her teammates to participate. Oh, which that reminds me, Dallas, I forgot to talk about this. When Dallas came to Omaha, I know I'm rewinding here a little bit, but when the starting lineup was announced for Dallas, did you see what they did?
No.
Each one of them did this weird dance jig. It was like
I did see Nati's.
They all did it.
Okay, I only seen hers.
It's hard to explain for those who are just listening and not like I don't even think I can visually like do it, but they would like jump and put their heads back and then do
like a fish out of water. I did see that. I only
and
seen
like
Nati.
something with their hands. Like
okay.
I don't know what it was. If it's like a Dallas pulse, like maybe there's like a symbol for Dallas. Do you know? Is there like with your hands? I feel like they were doing something with their hands, and then maybe it was like a pulse shock that they were trying to do. I don't know.
Were you a fan of it or not?
Yes, I will say yes because it was entertaining and I loved watching each of them do it. That and like credit to them, because not every personality feels comfortable doing that. All of them did it. All of them did it, and it was so funny because it's not like the easiest move to do. It's like hard to explain, but I'm glad
Fish out of water.
I'm glad that you saw it, and I was
only
like,
seen hers, and I think it was on a reel.
Oh, we got to ask what they're doing.
I couldn't say that it was cool. It was just different.
I would say that it was not cool, but it was funny and it was entertaining.
Okay,
I'll say that. Anyway, moving on. I derailed the conversation.
Yes, Maldonado Diaz led with 18 points for the Dallas Pulse, and then Mimi was held in check.
Yeah, so this is where I wanted to talk about Kaylee, is because they are playing her at opposite now, and I love it.
Okay.
Kaylee is an exceptional player. She maybe is not as dominant of an attacker like Mimi and Sophia, but she's right there. And so this is awesome to see her in the opposite position. I love that they found a way for her to be on the court. And
who was she trading out with? Or
Kelsey Payne.
Oh, okay.
So Kelsey Payne and Malaya
Early on,
Jones.
Kelsey was starting, and then they were going back and forth, and now Kaylee's kind of
And
solidified.
now, yes, I love it. It's kind of like with Omaha. Sometimes I wish like Sarah Wilhite Parsons would be utilized on the opposite as well. So excited to see that change for Dallas. I think that will really benefit them.
I agree. Yeah, at Atlanta, we both picked Indy.
Atlanta was up 15-9 in the fourth, and silly me for thinking, oh, this one's going 5. Maybe I jinxed it. But Indy came back and won in that fourth set, and therefore the match. And I really feel like the dagger for this one was, unfortunately, poor Aiko Jones she got an overpass freebie. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
She nails it like 5-10
Straight
feet out of bounds.
It's a
And I was like, oh man. I really feel like that was the dagger for them.
Maybe the block was up. Was it up?
No.
It was wide open net.
Yeah, it was open net.
Yikes. I'm looking to do damage on that on somebody.
You're right.
Oh, for sure.
And she was thinking the same thing and just unfortunately mistimed it. I don't know, but that stinks. This is the match that Cameron Hanna was outstanding. She had 8 points alone in the first set.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Were those on kills or?
They were kills.
Okay. Because she did hit 432 with 20 kills overall. But in set 1, she had 8 points, which is pretty
I feel
dominating.
like in set 2, maybe it was, they didn't utilize her as much. Or maybe she just, I don't know, she maybe didn't make a lot of errors, but also didn't score. I think it was they just didn't utilize her as much.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, how do you have a team with that too strong of opposites? Like, how are you? I wonder who's gonna
Cameron
play
and Lekator?
Yeah. No. Teeler.
Oh, Teeler, my bad.
Yeah. I wonder who's gonna play in the end.
I think they both will, depending upon who's playing the best. But I think obviously Azani, the dealer Teeler, is going to come back in and start. But Indy, as we know over the course of the season, is not afraid to mix up their starting lineup.
Correct.
Whatsoever. So I don't think it's going to be an issue.
But Teeler, I mean, unless she's injured,
she was out with an injury.
But she's been back on the bench. I saw her on the bench geared up.
Okay.
So maybe she's not ready. But if she is, I mean, Cameron Hanna played outstanding this match.
And obviously you're all over Blake Moeller again out of the middle. I've been talking about her for weeks. I love her energy. I love her athleticism out of the middle. I don't know what her size, but she's doing a great job.
I got to point out in this match, I don't mean this in a mean way, but they have an Italian middle blocker. Her whole stat sheet was like 0-0-0-0. But arguably she's the reason why Indy won, because she came in the fourth and she went on a 5-0 serving run, and that totally flipped the momentum and then led to the victory.
What did you see from that? Did she have a filthy McNasty serve, or was it tossing muffins over?
No, it was aggressive.
Okay.
So credit to her.
Shout out, because she hasn't played much all year.
No, she's been in and out a couple times, but I mean, this is a prime example of how sometimes stats don't really show you the correct, like, I don't know, whatever happened, because she literally had like 0-0-0-0-0, but arguably she's the momentum changer and what helped the team win.
Mm-hmm.
So
when you say 0-0-0-0, what does that mean?
Like 0 kills, 0 blocks, 0 serving aces. Like,
what's the one?
I think it
dig.
I can't remember what I put. I think maybe it was an ace. Maybe it was an ace.
Could have.
Sorry, I should have written that down, but anyway.
Indian 4. Yep. Leah struggled a little bit, having a low hitting day. Aiko was overall pretty good, but it stinks because all we remember is her missing the overpass to end the match.
Yeah, I know. That does stink.
But Taylor Smith, again, there she is, having another great match.
Yep, she was great. She's so far in the 2 matches, a lot of consistency there.
Who has she been starting for?
Taylor?
Yeah.
Pia.
Okay.
So
Timmer?
The last couple of matches we've been seeing Pia used as a serving sub.
Okay. Sunday, the Grand Rapids Rise got swept by the Dallas Pulse.
Yeah, so sets 2 and 3 were close.
Yeah, but I mean, this is what we were really going to see if the Morgan Hens effect was really a thing. Did you watch the match?
Uh-huh.
Was it a thing?
I mean, I would say that it's who knows? If Morgan Hens wasn't a part of that team, maybe the sets 2 and 3 would not be as close.
Okay.
So maybe they're just right there. I don't know.
I don't know. I expected him to dominate. If it was a thing, I would expect him to win the match. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
But we'll have to stay tuned and see how
I
it
do think that it's
translates.
definitely I do think that it's a help, a stepping stone for Grand Rapids, though. Not saying anything that their former libero Elena wasn't doing anything, but I
Right.
do think that Morgan maybe just will provide like exceptional leadership. So
Absolutely.
I think,
Experience, her ability to take over a match defensively.
yeah,
So I mean, we'll have to wait and see. But Grand Rapids gets swept by the Dallas Pulse. Again, there's your girl, Kaylee Cox, playing opposite. She played well. Her and Nati led the team in digs.
yeah, that's what I guess maybe maybe Grand Rapids' game plan was to attack Zone 1. I don't know. Could have been.
Yep.
That's a real strategy. That's a reasonable strategy. So
Moving on to Columbus at Orlando. Columbus pulls the upset in 4.
yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. I picked Columbus to upset somebody this week. I just picked the wrong match. I did not think that it would be Orlando. We both picked Orlando.
How
But
did they pull it off? Overall, low hitting efficiency match. Both teams hit under a buck
1
80.
yeah, I know. That's
What
this
does that tell you?
I don't know. I did not get to watch this one. We were at a engagement party.
Oh, is that when this one was?
Yeah, so
Okay.
we missed this match to watch live, and it was on CBS. So all I'm looking at are stats. I unfortunately didn't get to watch this one on TV, but
Let's talk about Orlando.
okay.
Brittany still out. Looks like
Yeah.
she's dressed.
She's dressed, but yeah, maybe they're just
The boots off.
saving her, just still trying to they're like Charity. Charity didn't start this match, but she came in and
Right.
played. Maybe they're trying to do the same for Brittany of like, we're going to try and
Slow
hold
roll it.
out. We're going to try and hold out as much as we can.
Mhm.
If we absolutely need you, we'll take you. And that's probably what happened with Charity, I'm assuming. Because she did not start and she's been injured and then
Right.
she came in and played.
What's your
Excuse me.
take? Because Shampoo's out as well still, but what's your take on Hannah Pucas's ability to run the offense as it relates to the Valkyries?
I just from what I've seen, I don't think that Hannah's efficiency probably is quite at the level of Shampoo's, but
She also doesn't have the full availability of all their weapons, right? In terms of
yes,
hitting options.
I guess I'm talking about like connection wise.
Okay. That takes time.
Yes, it does. And so I think that she's been doing great though. I mean, to take over this starting role with a top team is
Right.
she's been doing great. I wrote in, how about her just randomly stuffing her dig stat sheet with almost 20 digs this match?
That's a lot of digs for a setter.
And for Hannah, I feel like we haven't seen that high of a number from her.
Okay.
So maybe she's been really focusing on her defense this last week, and it really showed. But
as you mentioned, it was good to see Charity get back in there. Looked like she may be a little rusty, or maybe still.
Yeah, her hitting efficiency was not so great.
But nevertheless, it was good to see her back on the court.
Agreed.
And we did have another Mac Pedraza sighting.
Yes. So yeah, I was happy to see her. I think Mac has a great mindset. She's here to help as best as she can. And we'll see how far that goes. I know, Shampoo is probably just right around the corner with coming back. So we'll see what happens.
She's still laced up. I didn't see. I think she still got it braced up. So hopefully she'll be able to get back in here soon. But I think, did Charity come in for Hannah Automatics on the outside?
I think so. And that's why I was like, oh man, Doc really wants to see her develop and take a positive step upward in her career. But this is one of those matches where it's like, dang it.
She'll have opportunities. But Omaha at San Diego to wrap up the week in San Diego, an absolute tough place to play for the
You're talking
Supernovas.
about a curse. Yeah, we never succeed in San
Never?
Diego. No,
Winless?
and I think we've won maybe twice, literally in like the 3 seasons so far.
What do you attribute that to?
I have no idea.
Because the San Diego won in 5. Did you see it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did.
Tell us a little bit about the match. The Supernovas were down their outside hitter.
Yep. So we all saw that Brooke Nonaviller wasn't there.
Mhm.
She unfortunately was pretty sick, so I don't think she could have helped in any way.
Shape or form, yeah.
So unfortunately, Omaha was missing their star outside, who's not only consistent in hitting but passing, defense. I mean, we rely on her a lot for that.
Yep.
So Sarah and Reagan, they did well for the most part. We did see Nora come in for Reagan towards the end.
Okay.
It just stinks. I just feel like we weren't there was no closer. We talked about a closer.
Yeah.
We just didn't really have that someone who was like, we ain't losing this.
Right.
We're going home with a W no matter what.
And that's too bad because sometimes you will get that out of Reagan.
Yeah.
The ability to close a match.
Yes, I would agree with that. So just seems like just not very effective. Not as clean as we would have hoped.
Right.
We did see Merritt come in, and I thought Merritt put up some decent numbers, so that was exciting for her.
As well as the new libero.
Yes.
Elena Ogilvie from the Grand Rapids Rise. Got the start, played the entire match.
Yep, and I thought she did great.
Okay.
I thought she did really good.
So how and why did San Diego win in 5?
Well, first of all, Marley did an awesome job. She's just such a leader in every way. And then we had Morgan Lewis have another outstanding match. So it's like you asked,
she plays out of her mind against the Supernovas.
Yes, that's what I think it probably comes down to is like, I don't mean this in a conceited way, but like Omaha is known for being the best, one of the best. And so I think people get all jazzed to play us because they want to beat the best.
Right.
You know, I'm sure Indy can say the same thing, and Orlando even too, Dallas this year, but I just feel like historically in the last 2 years, like Omaha is known to be one of the best. And so that's just what I feel like it comes down to is like people just, they hate us because they ain't us.
You also mentioned that the Mojo are looking for a steady, consistent second outside hitter.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because
that's kind of up for grabs right now for them.
Yep. We're really
because we still feel like they're trending in the right direction.
Well, yeah, they just beat us in 5.
Right.
Yeah. So I think it was Shannon Scully started this match, but she did not perform the greatest. Okay. And so, gosh, what's her name?
Okay. Yeah.
What's her name?
I don't know, but it was, they didn't go to Cubic.
They did not use Hayden. My goodness, I can't believe I'm forgetting her name right now. I'm so sorry. Anyway,
they got across the finish line.
Grace is the only one who's been like really secure in that outside position.
Right. And she's going to need help. So hopefully Hayden can step up and
any of them.
Any of them.
I mean, we just need back to the beginning, consistency.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think is a skill that you don't see. Well, you do see it on a stat sheet actually. Time and time again, you see consistency. Right. So hopefully they can find that.
Right. Back to the rookie of the week.
This one was kind of easy, I feel like.
Right. And who is yours?
Sophia.
So you're going
AKA
with
Lightning.
Yep. And you know why we call her Lightning?
Tell me.
Because she's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie. I'll go with Sophia as well as the rookie of the week. Player of the week. The hip. What is it?
Highly impressive player.
Yes.
High key impressive player.
High key impressive player. GMP's going with?
PBR.
PBR me ASAP.
And I didn't realize this, but she was, when I picked her, she is the number 1 fantasy scorer this week. So I saw today that the MLV chose Marley as their player of the week.
I can get with that.
The last couple of weeks, I've matched with the MLV. I've decided before they announced it. I promise.
Is that your tea? Is that what's in your cup of tea?
No, you can trust me. I have no. Don't put that out there. I do not. That's like trader what's it called?
Inside trading.
Inside trader.
Player of the week for me is Lydia Martin.
Good job.
Really like the way she's playing in the middle, and I like how Mia goes to her from different parts of the floor. It's like unpredictable, different angles, and she's actually keeping the ball out in front of her and driving the ball to the ground. I'm loving her play right now.
Yeah, hopefully we can have her on the pod soon. She would be fun to talk to.
Who's your low-key impressive player?
Okay, so I am going with the libero from Columbus because, she just is fulfilling this starting role of like, whoa, I'm all of a sudden the starter and I'm probably the only one, like the only option. And she came in and she put up 27 digs. 27 digs.
That's good.
That's the highest dig count I've seen this season.
Good for her.
So, and it was only in 4 sets, not 5.
Right.
So I thought that was really impressive.
It was low key impressive.
Yes, it was. Could have been high key, but I just thought like the upset. It was only 4 sets, 27 digs. She's in this new challenge, this new role, and she handled it beautifully. Hopefully, this is just a demonstration that she's gaining more confidence in fulfilling her role. So that's who I'm going with.
My lip is I'm going with Marley. Could have been a hip, but I'll go with her for the lip. Obviously, she's doing a great job with the mojo. Got a huge win over the Omaha Supernovas. Yeah. Match of the week, Columbus upsetting Orlando. Yeah. That's your match of the week?
Unfortunately, this is the only match that I did not get to watch. But I guess I did see maybe the last couple of points, like literally maybe the last 3 points. But just looking at all of the recap and the clips on Instagram, I mean, I got to go with Columbus upsetting Orlando. I've been rooting for Columbus this whole time. So
same with me. I'll go with that as well. But I do want to ask you this. What's your overall feel about the way that the level of play is progressing as we're at the midpoint of the season now? Do you feel like it's trending in the right direction in terms of the quality of volleyball that we're seeing?
Well, that's kind of tough because we're also seeing a lot of injuries right now.
Yeah.
So we're not seeing like the true starting 6 play right now in a majority of these teams. But I would say, yeah, like throughout this season, you have more time with your teammates to figure things out and get more comfortable and gain more confidence. So I thought at the beginning the level was great.
And do you feel like it's or a little bit?
I think it's very normal to see a little bit of a dip right now because of all those things I explained earlier of it's like halfway. I think after this point or maybe next week even, like I think we're going to really start seeing elevated play down the stretch.
I hope so. I can get with that. I'm seeing a little bit of topsy-turvy, good, bad, up, down a little bit. And I want to see a little bit more back to the C word, the consistency as we come down through the home stretch here. But let's talk about the league standings after this week.
I don't think they changed.
Not much change, but after the Indy played Dallas, Indy really established himself as the best team in the league.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yes.
We haven't seen the Orlando's full capability yet, and I don't know if we will. We'll have to wait and see.
You don't think we've seen the Orlando's full capability at the beginning when?
No.
Oh.
Because you got the backups. You got the backup players coming in. Now they're the starters, and now they've elevated their game. They've kind of identified their role.
But in the
gym at practices, you're going to have high level competition. I think the overall tide rises.
Don't do that head nod. I mean, Orlando started off really hot. Like remember, like every outside got to play in the beginning because they all were dominating.
Right. So if the injured players can come back, and the people that the players that replaced them, they can just elevate the whole quality of play. So right now it's Indy, Dallas, Omaha, and Orlando,
which is who I predicted to be in the Final Four.
Omaha is kind of the wild card for me.
I agree.
And Omaha has another home game this week, which we'll talk about in just a second.
I know. Omaha is right there. I think they just They're just right there. They're right there. That's all I'm gonna say.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll
Thanks
leave
for
it at
telling us
that.
that they're right there. They're right
We
there,
can- we
right
can-
there in third, which is pretty much where they've been the whole season. Somehow they're still in third.
I know. I've thought that too. I'm like, I feel like we've lost a lot, but we're still in third, which is nice.
Yep. Let's talk about Week 8 preview. We'll preview the week up coming up Thursday. San Diego's at Grand Rapids Rise. What's your pick for that one?
I'm going with Grand Rapids.
Oh, okay. I'm rolling with San Diego. I think San Diego's still on the upswing, but will depend on who's going to establish themselves as the other outside hitter, obviously. But Marley Montre, from my perspective, is running a great system.
I'm still rolling with the Morgan Hens effect. Maybe.
You think it's going to resurrect itself in this week?
Yeah, it's going to resurrect itself.
Okay. Atlanta.
I'm really hoping that Elizabeth Inna is going to be healthy and returning maybe this week. I don't know. There's
You got some hot tea
there's
on
no
that?
tea in that one,
Okay.
but I'm just hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Because she has been playing really well out of the middle,
No, she's opposite.
out of the opposite.
Yeah.
Atlanta at Omaha.
Okay.
Here we go. This is a home match. Atlanta typically plays very well when they come here to Omaha. Omaha seems to have a target on their back. Leah Edmond typically elevates her game, shows up.
Yes. Then there's Bird and everything.
The
and
whole shebang. And Omaha's at home and the whole curse or whatever's happening here.
I am understanding that the odds are against Omaha.
Okay.
I feel like they have a lot of things lined up against them. Still choosing Omaha.
Okay.
I think that they can do it.
Well, I'm not. I think Atlanta's going to come, and I think Atlanta's going to do what they do in Omaha.
You think it's going to be a domination, or do you think it's going to be a battle?
No, I think it's going to be competitive. I know there's going to be a good turnout. It's on a Thursday night. The weather's going to be beautiful. There'll be a ton of people here, and I think we'll have to wait and see. I mean, if Omaha's going to struggle at home again, or if they somehow are able to flip the switch.
It's like I keep saying in my head, puke and rally.
What?
You know what? Do you know what that means?
Puke and rally?
Yeah.
No.
Did you go to college?
I've been to college.
Yeah, you were a doctor, so
Okay.
it is a phrase. Maybe I shouldn't say it. It's a phrase when, like, if you're drinking too much, you puke and then you rally so you can keep drinking.
Oh, like you get your second wind?
Second wind, exactly.
So how does that relate to what we're talking about?
The puking is the losing. Hopefully they can get this out of their system, and now they rally and they get their second win and they get on this winning streak.
So in order for the Supernovas to puke and rally, what are they going to have to do? Have they puked?
I would say, yeah, I think losing at home as much as they have and is that.
So how do you rally?
That's going to be totally internal. It's totally up to the players. They gotta find a way to come together. And again, I'm not in the gym. Do they need more accountability in the gym, like for efficiency and success and pressure? I don't know. Or is it more like, hey guys, like, let's talk about our goals. We want to win, right? Let's make sure everybody's all in. I don't know those internal conversations. So it's up to them
whether they're going to puke and rally or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Those are the Thursday matches. On Friday, Indy's at Columbus. Both of us pick Indy for that one.
Yeah.
I think you got Indy in a sweep, or are you going to go 4 on that?
I'll pick a sweep.
Same. Orlando at Dallas is on Friday again.
I'm going with Dallas on this one.
Same with me. No doubter. I think it's going to be competitive, though, but I'm going to go with Dallas for sure. Which takes us to the Sunday matches. Omaha at Indy.
Literally everyone plays on Omaha or on Sunday.
Yeah, that's tough.
It is.
And how's the spread? It's 1, 2, 2, 6. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
So you got about 3 game matches going on at the same time.
Yeah.
Which makes it difficult.
It does.
At Indy.
My husband's always asking if we can get multiple TVs, and I'm always like, no. Now I'm like, well, okay, they would be nice now.
Would be nice.
Sorry. I'm going with Indy.
Same.
Omaha at Indy. I'm going Indy.
Indy. Dallas at Atlanta. Both of us pick Dallas. Grand Rapids at Orlando. Both of us pick
Orlando.
Columbus at San Diego. Both of us pick
I'm going
Columbus.
I'm going with San Diego.
Okay,
He's
I'm going with
lying there.
Columbus.
Yeah, I'm picking San Diego. San Diego, it looked like history can tell us this season can tell us they play well on Sunday evenings.
Is that how it goes? You
That
told me
yeah,
that's about 5 episodes ago. You said that's the absolute worst time to play is a Sunday afternoon.
it is. But they're at home like it seems like they're
Oh.
always at home on a Sunday, which helps.
I mean, and there's probably no better place to be in the United States than San Diego on a Sunday afternoon, year round.
Yeah. Yeah.
Been there.
And maybe that's when they get the most attendance too, because San Diego is a pretty competitive city as far as entertainment. And
Right.
so maybe on a Sunday afternoon, they get their largest crowd.
So I can't wait to
know.
be back next week, and we'll talk about mainly I want to see how the Supernovas respond.
Me too.
So yeah, that will be an interesting take. If you haven't signed up for our fantasy league, please go to
playvolley.com/MLM
and join our fantasy league. Also follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and then you can watch the video on YouTube and listen to the podcast on the Volley app as well. So again, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time on the Major League Minute podcast.
Thanks, guys. Who's the better setter?
You got pan hands.
No, you got brick hands. Look at you're not even setting.
I lifted today.
Good excuse.